A big what's up to everybody. Welcome back to the channel. This is my first Sixers related upload in a long time, as you know. And if I'm being honest with you, the reason why I was like this is because the team was getting on my nerves during their first slow start of the year. That, in addition to the Union, the Eagles, and the Phillies being on some ish, going for championships, that I really didn't want to bring up the Sixers, who were honestly just ruining my whole mood, especially the actual third game of the season against the Spurs when we lost that on some crazy type time. Like I just needed a little break from them. So during that time, you've seen me expand my content to covering other sports within the city, which was not only fun, but looking introspectively was needed for my channel and for my creativity to grow and diversify my thoughts and content overall. I've never been one to actually put myself in a box, so having the opportunity just to go out and try new things with new audiences was very eye-opening to say the least, and something I will be doing more often in the future. Make no mistake, make no mistake, I will still be covering and talking about the Sixers heavily in depth on this channel. That is not going to change, as they are my favorite franchise in the city, unfortunately. But I wanted to be known, but I actually really want to be known for more than analyzing basketball long-term overall. And I guess over the last 2 weeks, not just focusing firmly on the team, really instilled that within and upon me. So anyway, thank you to everybody, especially the Sixers fiends who have been patient with me the last few days. As y'all know, we have a lot to talk about regarding the actual squadron and their 5-6 record. But I'll leave that for a more in-depth video that I will drop on Sunday like usual. But in the meantime, I do have a few points on the team that I've seen that I really need to share and to get off my chest. So yeah, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. So the first is I'm kind of over Embiid's attitude and just whining antics. There is no excuse for him to come out this season the way that he did, out of shape, still baiting for fouls and just crying overall to the refs. Now y'all know that I love Embiid on this channel heavily, and I always say that he is the anchor of our championship hopes year after year after year. But too often as fans, we can actually give him a pass on his childish ways that he still does year 7 in his career, which is inexcusable. Very embarrassing to say the least as a fan, for him to start off this important championship or bust year the same way that he always does, knowing damn well that his energy feeds off the rest of the team, or the rest of the team feeds off of his energy. He's coming out whining, crying, XYZ, getting mad, and it's like, bro, what are you doing? Like, come on, bro. He's not a leader per se, and we're going to need him to be moving forward. But anyway, for the purposes of time, I'm going to give him a break because he has been, playing well recently and kind of has been forced to, be a leader again with the Harden injury. So there's that. Which conveniently leads me to my actual next point. I do not believe that the Harden injury that he sustained a few games ago, taking him out for a month, is going to set us back that much. I kind of even called it last night on my Instagram page at The Beard and Joe Show, plug before the actual Suns game, because the core of the squad is used to playing undermanned without a star point guard at this point, because that is essentially what all last year was, when who shall not be named on the channel quit on the team and did his own thing. And besides, we're still, we still have a lot of depth, supposed depth. If anything, this month without Harden could be a blessing in disguise, because it'll force Tyrese Maxey to become that primary ball handler and expedite his schooling of the point guard position, shooting, scoring first option, which will mold him into the bull that we need him to be come playoff time. I've been on record time and time again saying that Maxey is the key to our championship, and if we're going to win one this season, the ball has to go through him. Even though we choked that game against the Knicks, I want to say it was like last Friday. It's funny because I was in New York City at that time with my LBs for our Cap-iversary. Shout out to the good bros. But Maxey was the reason why we had the chance to win in the first place. And yes, he was the reason why we lost it at the end. But I believe he will learn from it. And you have to put players in that position to learn on the fly, learn in game, learn while on the job. So again, I believe we will be okay without Harden for a few long term. I'm not saying that. Like, we are definitely going to need him for the big dance, the playoffs, but for now, it's fine. I don't think we should be worrying that much. And finally, which I don't even really want to give that much credence to this topic, but Glenn Rivers is on the hot seat with many of his fans. But fun fact, he has always been on the hot seat in my book after the dreaded Atlanta Hawks series a few years ago when we had that merciless choke. Like, look, fam, we already know he is a boomer, has been stubborn coach. Like, I get that. We get that. We should get that. We understand that he is incapable of adjusting in games nor holding players accountable. Once again, I get that too. But a large percentage of these losses are not on him. They're on the players who play on the court. If these grown men making millions of dollars just to put a ball in the hoop cannot motivate themselves to want to win, then I don't really know what to tell you as a fan. Yes, I would rather have Sam Cassell leading the actual team at this point, but again, we as fans have to stop deflecting on everybody else and look at the players on the court themselves. I'm just tired of the way like we actually baby the roster year after year after year after year. We did the whole same thing with like Brett Brown, and scapegoated him. Little has changed since then. Regardless, all I'm going to say is that I do not want D'Antoni nowhere near this actual team. And by the way, many people in the Sixers fandom are speaking on it. It looks like that is where we are headed. So look, man, we'll get more into that later. But anyway, yeah, that's about it. Those like big three like things on the team. Once again, thank you so much for being patient with a brother the last few weeks as I've been experimenting with my new Philly sports content. I'm looking forward to the future and where it'll take us on this channel. We are officially back on the Sixers grind, everybody. New drop on Sunday. You have my word. As always, them boys are mad because the process worked. My name is Cain, and I will see you next time. Peace.